When I hear the word breakup, I think about Facebook statuses because that's what everybody usually does these days. When they break up with someone, they talk about it in their status.
Arguments.
Misconnections, misunderstandings.
Freedom.
Single. Acting immature. Fighting. Still after they break up.
Cheating. Somebody cheating. A fight happening. Sad.
Crying. Facebook.
Heartbreak. And depression or happy.
A lot of fights going on.
Now wanting to move on.
Regrets.
Teams that just break up with their phones, cell phones, and texting. So let's just be friends.
Twitter and whatnot.
Well, today they are very impersonal. They don't want to say it's face-to-face. They rather say it through other medias.
Well, now people, because of the technology that we have, you know, you can do it in a very cowardly way. Like, for example, I heard a story where a girl, she was in class texting and she just breaks out crying out of nowhere and the teacher asks what's wrong and she goes, my boyfriend just broke up me through text.
Like, one of my friends, they got tired of their girlfriend, so they said, I'm just going to send a text message saying it's over, and that's how they broke up.
Teenagers are breaking up by Facebook because they don't want to see, like, they don't want to do it face to face no more. When they change their status and stuff, like it's like people comment about it, and then like the boyfriend's like, oh, what's wrong, or like, why did you change it, and they like start fighting on the little comments and stuff.
In LA, I've been seeing my homies be telling me like, or their other friends to go tell other friends, to tell their girlfriend that they're over. Most of the times, it's either like they tell you to go tell their verbal, but most of the guys get lazy, so they just call up the homie's girlfriend and they tell her like, oh, it's over for you, and I feel bad to tell you, but my friend didn't want to let you know face to face.
Facebook.
Text.
Twitter.
Phone. You don't do it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, email, probably. Voicemails.
True.
Not after face to face.
Because they don't want to, like, they're scared to confront their
Exactly,
partner.
like
So
nobody has like the
courage.
yeah to do such a thing. Like, oh, let me break up with him and go meet up with him, break up with him.
Exactly.
Like, who wants to do that? It could be that person's scared or how the other person might react, so they don't feel safe.
And in text, you can say what you want in a text. You know, you could be rude, you could be polite. Just whatever you want to say in that text, you can say at the time. But when you're in front of the person, you might not say the things that you would want to say if you're texting. Because you could be 10 times rude, and then when you're in front of them, you can't confront them in the way you want because you really care about the person. So it's really different and hard.
Tiger Woods and Elin.
Bobby Brown and, what's her name? Whitney.
For me, it would have to be Chris Brown and Rihanna, and that one angered me the most because I thought Rihanna could have been a good role model for girls who came out of abusive relationships, except she makes a more provocative image of herself, and I felt that Chris Brown didn't take full responsibility for his actions in an appropriate way.
One popular breakup I've seen is Vanessa Ann Hutchins and Zac Efron, and the reason why I like that breakup was because it was positive and there was no negative spotlight, and also they still seem to be mutual friends.
One popular breakup that I know is Joe Jonas and Taylor Swift. Joe Jonas actually broke up with Taylor Swift in a 5-minute phone call, and I feel as if that even if you're famous, you shouldn't be breaking up with people impersonally.
The bad thing about breaking up, I think, is the gossip that comes with it. All the, the social unease in your environment that comes with breaking up.
Eating a lot and watching depressing movies, crying. Some even stay home all the time. They don't go out.
The baddest thing about breaking up is there's always going to be some hurt feelings between both people, and it'll never be the same between them.
The bad part is you might have been very close to that person, and it's always a place where some people feel there's a part of you left behind that person.
Failed relationship could leave wounds that would take time to heal, and it can stress another person out and leave them depressed and stuff like that.
Breakups a lot of times hurt people's feelings.
Start missing the person.
Like, what if like you hurt the person really bad, they want to hurt you, and also besides hurting you, they can hurt themselves.
I think like after the after feeling, like if you really cared about that person and they broke up with you, like you just sit there wondering, especially if they didn't give you no reasons, you just sit there and wonder like what happened.
You're still have feelings with them, but they messed up, so you can't trust them anymore, but you still have to break up with them.
Yeah, finding someone new, it's hard.
Yeah,
You lost friends.
You miss the person. So the things you do in the activities you do on a daily is going to change. The people you talk to are going to change because you might have friends or your girlfriend. So the whole situation is going to be awkward. So you really got to be able to embrace yourself and deal with it.
What's good about breaking up is you learn from that experience and you see, oh, well, this happened. I don't want that to happen anymore. I want to see this happen, and you see what's going to go which way and how everything is going to work out. So you really learn from that experience. You can look back and say, oh, okay, I know what I did wrong.
Maybe if you weren't really feeling it, like just a little off your chest.
If it was something that you could strive into, like education, something that you could go back to what you used to do.
Best part of breaking up is you kind of start to depend on yourself more. You push yourself a little bit harder. You know, now with somebody, it makes you want to do better a little bit more, and focus on school or focus on whatever that you want.
We have a child in an unhealthy environment. That's not good. So I prefer having my son in two happy and healthy environments, because I'd rather for him to see two happy homes than one bad home, and he's a reflection of me and his mom. So I want him to see the best of both worlds instead of the negative.
You get more freedom with the other person, you know, with yourself, and you know, you just expand your horizons instead of being with that one relationship.
You're able to learn from your mistakes and take new traits to your new relationship, and also have some time to think about what you did wrong in your last relationship.
You ain't gotta worry about much but yourself. No stress, no problems, no arguing. You're free to do pretty much whatever you want.
Learn from your mistakes and you realize what works and doesn't work in a relationship.
To me, a healthy breakup is where you're not breaking up over the internet, Facebook, texting, or sending it through other people. It's basically where you sit there and maturely compromise and talk about how the breakup is going to go face to face.
You talk to the person face to face and you tell them why you're breaking up, and if there ain't no solution to it, I guess you gotta go separate ways.
Grieve till closure to the relationship.
Like, even though the healthiest way is face to face, like it's the hardest way. So the least easiest way.
Joey and Susie, happy as can be, till one day Joey thought they were meant to be. He picked up his phone and shot her a text. Sorry, dear Susie, we should just be friends. Breakups can be hard, breakups can be tough. You abide by these rules, they won't be so rough. Don't text your girlfriend saying things are true. How would you feel if she did the same to you? Allison and Corey were a story from a book, but sometimes things aren't always how they look. Allison wanted to spend time on her own. She got on her Facebook at home. She went to his page and posted on his wall, Corey, it's over, I just don't like you at all. Breakups can be hard, breakups can be tough. If you abide by these rules, they won't be so rough. Don't text your girlfriend saying things are through. How would you feel if she did the